Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joshi. I'm a real estate broker that works in Toronto and the GTA. In this video, I'm going to be covering the top 3 conditions that you should include if you're doing an offer on a condo. Number 1. The first condition that as a realtor, I almost always advise to my clients, especially my first-time homebuyer clients, is a financing condition. Now, a financing condition basically means that the offer the buyer is submitting is conditional upon the buyer receiving financing, a mortgage of X amount that's to their satisfaction on the property. This condition is basically included for the benefit of the buyer. It means that if for whatever reason, if they don't end up securing financing, or if they don't get the approval of the amount that's required to close on this particular property, that they can actually back out of the deal. Now, if your realtor is doing their job properly, which I always do, my clients are almost always pre-approved before we actually go and put in an offer. So they kind of know where they stand. They've already talked to a mortgage professional, either a mortgage broker or a mortgage rep at a bank. They've already talked to them. They've already got some sort of thing in writing from the bank that this is the amount that they would be pre-approved for. We do all this before we even put in an offer. But having the condition of financing ensures that just in case there's any surprises, for example, changes to maintenance fees or changes to the buyer's credit score, anything like that, that everything is taken into account and that we're able to get a final mortgage approval, not a pre-approval, but an actual approval from the bank before we go ahead and firm up on our condo deal. The second condition that I tell my buyers, again, especially first-time home buyers, to include on their condo purchase is a condition on inspection. Now, a lot of people might think that, okay, if I'm buying a house, I get it, I have to do a condo inspection to inspect the roof, the basement, the foundation, etc. Why do I need an inspection for a condo? Well, even in a condo, you are responsible for everything that's within the walls of your condominium. So things like flooring, plumbing, lighting, all of those things are actually the responsibility of the owner. Everything that's behind the walls, and this is different for every condo type, but everything basically that's behind the walls is the responsibility of the condo management. Still, if you're a first-time home buyer, it's important to get a home inspection, even for a condo apartment, because you should know how the house operates, right? If you're going from, even if you're living in a condo right now, but you're renting it versus going from renting to ownership, you have to know exactly what it is that you're responsible for, how the systems in the home work, what the physical aspects of the home's upkeep are. And this is the same whether it's for a condo or for a semi or a detached or townhouse. You should know exactly how all the physical systems in your home work. So it's important that before we buy an asset that in the GTA, let's be frank, is a minimum purchase price of $400,000, it's prudent that you're spending, the $300 or $400 to get a home inspection done. Again, this condition is included for the benefit of the buyer, that in the case that the home inspection reveals something that they're not comfortable with or they don't want to move forward with, that they're able to back out of that deal without financial penalty. The third condition that I tell all of my buyers to have in a condo purchase, regardless of if they're first-time home buyers, if they're investors, if they already own, it doesn't matter. The third condition is the status certificate condition. Now, condo corporations are run like corporations, like a business corporation. They collect maintenance fees from all their owners every single month that goes into a reserve fund. And there is a condo management company that's hired to basically manage all those fees, manage the repairs and upkeep of the building, manage the amenities, contracts for snow cleaning and this and that and the other thing, right? But you're basically going into a condo that's run like a business. So before you invest in a business, you want to know where their financials are at, right? So what the status certificate does is gives us a snapshot, a legal and financial snapshot of the building's standing or the condo corporation's current standing. So status certificate will tell us important details that you do need to know before you go ahead and purchase. It'll also tell you how much funds, how many funds they have for ongoing maintenance, if the maintenance is up to date, if the building is being managed properly, if there's any pending lawsuits, etc., things like that. Now, the status certificate has to be reviewed by the buyer's lawyer. So it's not something that a layman can just take a look at and understand. Over time, if you've done enough condo sales like I have, so I know what to look for in a status certificate, but we always want a lawyer to actually take a look at it so they can dig deep and look for what they're looking for to make sure that everything is okay and in the clear before the buyer proceeds. Again, like the other two conditions, this condition is included for the benefit of the buyer, that if they see something in the status certificate that their lawyer says, we should walk away from this deal, that they're able to do that. So those were my 3 top conditions that if you are purchasing a condo that you should include. The first one was financing, the second one was a condo inspection, and the third one was a condition of status certificate. So those are the top 3. Based on different property types and the requirements, even within a condo, or if we're going to freehold or a rural property, all different properties have different types of conditions that apply to the sale. But overall, these are the top three that I would recommend to buyers across the board. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below or send me a direct message. I am available at Anu Joshi Realty across all social media profiles. I'll post all my links below. In the meantime, if you thought this was helpful, please share it with someone that is considering buying a condo and you think that this might be able to help them before they go ahead and make a purchase. Make sure you hit that like button and hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.